What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Frog Tony live from the Geek Getaway. That's right. I'm in the secret bunker location, hidden deep in the mountains of Carpathia, right there with TJ. And we're doing a live, old school Gabbing with Geeks. We're going to be watching some trailers, talking about some video games, having a little bit of fun. And because once again, TJ, I mentioned it the other day how I had to make up the Ask Us Anything questions on like a Tuesday because I had forgot to do them on Thursday of the previous week. This week, once again, on Thursday, we forgot to do the Ask Us Anything. And now I have to do them today.
We're back to the old format somehow.
Somehow everything is cyclical. Just come right, you know. So, I like saying pause it. Hello, fellow kids. What's up, Jay Woo? We have fun around here, and we're gonna be talking. Like I said, we were gonna look at 2 months ago. I didn't look at it. I forgot. But the Mortal Kombat trailer had came out, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. So we're gonna watch that trailer, and then 2 days ago, a smaller exclusive trailer came out, so we're gonna watch that for Mortal Kombat. Then we're gonna watch the Streetfighter trailer. Then we're gonna talk about a couple articles, Nintendo getting sued again, and Shuhei Yoshida, former guy over there at PlayStation, he's got something to say about AAA games. And then we're gonna take a look at some game trailers and ask us anything questions and any other things that we happen to come upon. Sound good to you, TJ? I guess it does. I guess TJ was not in agreement with that, guys. Did not sound good to TJ. But we got Eric Winberg gifting us with 5 Frog Tony memberships. Who do we got? Who is the lucky recipients? Let's find out. We got Silver Shroud Music, David Stone Graphics, Grey Wolf Graphics, Corey Timmons, and Murdoch J1774. Congratulations, guys. If you are here, if you're listening, you can sneak in. The Ask Us Anything members only is still there. You can sneak in and you can ask us some questions, and we'll answer them at the end of the show. All right. What are we even doing here, bud? I don't know, Stray Beans. I really don't know. So, in lieu of me being able to ask TJ how his day was, let me tell you how my day was. I was freaking tired today. Guys, I didn't wake up till about 2 o'clock. It was insane. Like, I had went to bed last night after last night's show. We watched 3 hours of JCW. We enjoyed that. It was really good. Then we ended up talking wrestling after we went off the air, right? And I ended up playing some Hades 2, having a real good time. If you haven't tried Hades 2, I highly recommend it. If you like Hades 1, Hades 2 takes that formula and expands upon it in just better ways, right? It takes the formula and makes it better. The levels seem a little bigger. The way it's structured seems like there's more in between the bosses and the beginning of the level, because I think before it was like 5 zones and then you hit a boss. Now it seems like there's like 7, maybe 8 zones before a boss. So it lets you really, build up on your extras, all your bonuses, all your things. The weapons are different. It's a different kind of weapons. And again, it's real fun. Like, you're always going to be unlocking things at the beginning. It's real quick to unlock stuff, and it makes it worth it. Like in the original Hades, the fishing and all that was just automatic. You already had that unlocked. In this, you have to like buy the fishing rod, you have to buy a shovel, you have to buy a pickaxe. So like I said, everything feeds into the next unlockable. It's real fun. It's got a arcane card system to add bonuses. You can mix and match. You can expand on it. So if you love Hades, highly recommend Hades 2. Does a great job. Now, Deadly Neurotoxin says you should have a thing where people can recommend game trailers. We do. All you got to do is drop it at any point. if you want us to watch a game trailer, all you got to do is go into a comment section, because I look at all the comments. So just go into a comment section, go, hey, Tony, this Saturday, could you check out this game trailer? Could you look at this game trailer? Tell us what you think about it. Now, you can put the link. If you put a link, it will be automatically flagged by YouTube. But just put what it is. So just be like, hey, go check out the Hades 2 game trailer, the whatever game trailer, and we'll look at it. Jay Wu says, lately I have lost the drive to play video games, so I'm catching up on old TV shows I have yet to watch. I have those instances. I've talked about this before, being someone who played a lot of games for review purposes and stuff, and just the amount of games and TV and everything I consumed, things started to feel like a job, you know. And then I let go of the need to progress, right? Just have fun. Like in the old days when I started playing video games, it wasn't about beating the game. It wasn't about like seeing all the levels or collecting all the collectibles. It was just about having fun, right? And if you go back to that like mindset, just like, hey, I'm going to play the game and I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to do stupid shit. I'm going to try to, run through it as fast as I can, not worried about all the fucking side quests, not worried about all the little this and that and the bells and whistles, and just have fun with the game. You might get that love back. Yeah. Yeah, it says, play the games you want to finish. There are 40 plus years of video games backlog. Not worth it. Not worth it. Man, I can't wait till I get to heaven and we can just play games all day long, run through the entire backlog of 40 years. That'd be nice. I don't even touch any PS1 JRPGs, Lamau. Why? PS1 JRPGs are the best. 56K warning. The best. TJ, who's just gone. Like, I wanted his reaction to this trailer, but I guess I'm just going to have to forge ahead without him. Guys, I know you guys have probably seen the trailer for Mortal Kombat. I have not, so here we go. We'll watch it. I'll probably end up pausing it and then going through and telling you guys what I think. But let's go.
You want to know what makes a hero? It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. It's searching for greatness.
I mean, I guess it's a good sentiment. Destiny, what makes a hero? It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. But I think that kind of goes against Mortal Kombat because it is all about destiny and being born special, right? Not everybody is in Mortal Kombat. It's only like the special people that were selected by the protector of the realm, right? Raiden chooses his champions because they're special, because of things they are born with. So it's kind of a mixed messaging there, Mortal Kombat. Not gonna lie.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Then realizing you've had it in you this entire time.
Whoa! I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. You won't.
Go!
I will say the katana is kind of a downgrade from the previous. Talisa Soto was fucking hot. This one, not so much. Not so much.
Me back. I want to go back.
The rules of the tournament are simple. Our fates would not be settled by the size of our armies. They would be decided by combat.
Oh shit! Was that fucking? He's dressed like Ken, but he looks like Ryu, and he's throwing like fireballs. What the fuck is that? I don't remember guys. Which Mortal Kombat guy is that? Because I don't remember this character. Definitely don't remember a guy who throws flames.
I'm not some great warrior. I'm not some champion.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
Me.
Seriously, who is that? Is that fucking Liu Kang? Did I just don't recognize him?
Me.
Earth belongs to me.
We do not kneel!
Our only chance is to face this together.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, that's terrible. What they did to Jade, horrible.
Baby.
You, Johnny Cage, are a part of this now. It's showtime.
Get over here!
I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling it. I'm not excited.
Johnny, good.
Yeah, is that Liu Kang? And he just looks fucking weird. Am I tripping?
Definitely die.
That's Ryo. Liu Kang, he throws fireball. Yeah, I know he does, but he's not dressed like that. It's like he looks weird, and it looks more like like I said, it looks like Ken's gi from Street Fighter. Liu Kang with an F costume. Liu Kang. Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm feeling the Street Fighter trailer more. I haven't seen the Street Fighter trailer yet, but this one I'm definitely not feeling it. And as stupid as Cole was, right? So Cole was stupid in the first Mortal Kombat movie, like adding this new character. But you've based everything around this new character in the first Mortal Kombat movie to then in the second movie go, yeah, that guy's like, we're not even going to talk about him. He's just like pushed him back into the background somewhere. All right, so this is the exclusive Let's Fucking Go trailer for Mortal Kombat. Maybe this one will get me excited. It was released 2 days ago.
Uno mas, thanks, Ed.
Seem a little down, Johnny. You're normally a little more animated.
Oh shit, Ed Boon's in the fucking movie. Look at that.
Animated.
Fucking John Tobias really got screwed over.
Johnny Cage, Kitana, Shao Kahn, Liu Kang,
Yeah, I guess it is Liu Kang. Fuck.
Jade, Jack,
Jade looks, man.
Liu Kang, Jade.
She looks like something out of like Star Wars. I don't know. I feel like The Apprentice or what the fuck that was called. You know the one with the black chick. She looks like she belongs in that show.
Jax, Sonya, Sindel.
Whoa!
Fight! Raiden, Kung Lao, Shang Tsung, Baraka, Quan Chi, Scorpion, Bihan, Kano,
Okay, this is stupid.
Scorpion, Bihan.
Why are they referring to? Is this like something they're trying to keep away from the trailer? Because we know that's Noob Sabat, right? It's not Bihan. He's not Sub-Zero anymore. He becomes Noob. Is it because of the whole John Tobias? They don't want to like reference him at all, even in passing.
Kano.
Let's fucking go. And still, Kano being a good guy still is so fucking weird. Like this is like an alternate reality Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2.
No, still not feeling it. Still. The Acolyte. Thank you, Jay Wu. That's what I'm saying. All right. East Indians in this will destroy like everything else. Yeah. I don't know. Definitely better in IMAX. Maybe. All right. Let's take a look at
Get tickets now.
the Street Fighter trailer. Here we go. Everyone's been talking about this. I haven't watched it yet. I'm hearing good things.
4,
are the world's best fighters.
I won't deny I'm a street fighter.
But only one of which will be crowned the world champion of Street Fighter!
Damn, El Fuego's just gone like that.
Perfect.
You're not a warrior anymore, you're a sideshow.
Shut that TV. I'm Ken Masters.
That's fucking weird.
This is your shot at redemption.
Were you gonna show?
I'm on now.
They did the rolling fucking. Like, that's so silly in the game, but they actually did that for the movie where he just fucking rolls around with the guy.
The path I'm on now is not one of combat.
Maybe it's Ken's turn to be champion.
How did you find me?
I'm paid to find champions. Even if they're lost.
25 years of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill.
I will say I'm not feeling the guy who's playing Ken. I don't like the look they got for him. Not feeling that. I'm hoping for the movie to be just like fight scenes. Yeah, the anime movie was so good. It was the shower scene, best.
Good to see you, old friend.
The problem with Street Fighter is, man, Mortal Kombat has the advantage in which Mortal Kombat 1, the first game, was well received, so they can start from the beginning of the Mortal Kombat series, right? Street Fighter, on the other hand, like the first Street Fighter game was just like such a low energy, like no one really talked about it. It's funny because the first Street Fighter game is actually in the movie Juice. If you watch the movie Juice, they're playing Street Fighter, the original version. But other than that, like it didn't become popular until Street Fighter 2. And so if you do a Street Fighter movie, obviously you're going to start from Street Fighter 2, but like then like lore-wise, you're behind the entire game because you know what I'm saying? Like either you forget that Street Fighter 1 doesn't exist, you like pretend like Street Fighter 1 isn't a thing, start from 2, and that's like where the lore begins.
Or the Alpha series. That's where you start.
Yeah, but then if you started at the Alpha series, still you have to like Street Fighter 1 happens first and then the Alpha series happens. So you would still have to reference the original Street Fighter.
Ah, yes.
That's what I'm saying. So like they have to pretend like that original Street Fighter doesn't exist.
Yep. And then they have to do this weird mishmash that they're doing now.
Don't need to go with the OG. Yeah, but the OG has so many connections. It's the whole reason Ken and Ryu are the main characters. It's the whole reason Sagat is working for Bison, right?
I will say this. They tried doing that with Warcraft. You know, the first movie, and they just based it on the first Warcraft game, and then nobody gave a fuck. That is the risk they'd have to take, you know, because really nobody knows about the first Street Fighter game that much.
Well, what they should do, like Star Wars, start with Street Fighter 2, and then if it's popular, you just call the movie Street Fighter 2, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, there is a Street Fighter 1 movie, we just haven't made it yet, right? Like,
it's crazy how this song is here and not the He-Man trailer.
Still reckless.
Like, see, you get to see Bearded Ryu here.
Sit down.
yeah.
It's like
Here's
shit
Mika
from...
Sakov. That was insane. But the guy playing Ryu, that's the guy from that one show, isn't it?
Which show?
The fucking the one that Altoy likes. God damn it. What the hell is it called?
Oh, Warrior?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Yeah, he's the guy from
Andrew
Warrior.
Koji.
Yeah, that's the guy who played the main character in Warrior. He's good. His karate's good. Them having Akuma in the movies is, again, I think there's too many characters I think that's what like Mortal Kombat 2. That's why it's like not that exciting
Oh,
the trailer because it's like too many. If they focused just on like Ryu and Ken, and the other ones were just cameos, right?
This tournament is not what it seems. We have to be ready.
Shower scene.
The ultimate.
Everyone keeps going on about your thighs. I don't see what the big deal is.
They reference her thighs. Damn!
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. Like they're going in with the moves. Like they don't make sense logically, right? Like that's not a thing in reality, but like they're fucking
this is
going with it anyway.
That was some abracadabra shit.
Oh, what's going on?
Damn.
Oh, there he is, Blanca.
Full fucking Blanca. Not like that half shit that they did in the other. Did you know that Blanca's not green, TJ?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Like, apparently that's like body paint.
I think that's so stupid, right? Like he's supposed to be because it's fur in the original. If you look at it, he's like green fur, right?
There is a possibility that they just added it there for it to be a throwaway line, because it's like after multiple times you talk to Blanca, that's the last thing he tells you.
Yeah, but they put it in there, so it's very specific. You know, it's intentional to be in there for you to eventually see it.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
Go here, Ryu!
Also,
Perfect.
for fucking, here's the thing: he's talking about like fireballs coming out of Ryu, but he throws sonic booms, right?
Yeah, that line didn't make sense. And we just
Unless
saw
he doesn't
Dowsett,
have
like,
them
you know,
in the movie.
doing the stretchy arm thing.
Yeah. It's
I
fucking
love that.
LG. Lore is so odd. I love it.
I love that it looks like the first Street Fighter movie a little bit. Like this here, right here, it looks like Shadaloo. This area.
Out of Ryu.
Well, I think that's where the tournament is being held at Bison's compound.
Yeah, and there's a bit of Metro City.
But it looks good. I think this one looks better. It looks more fun. There's so much more action going on in this trailer. Let's see. Hold on. Like again, I'm not sold on his look. 1993. So this is even like in the past. It's the 1993 World Warrior Tournament 2. So I guess they will reference that there was a previous tournament.
Oh, he better have this up. Like he has to fill in the shoes of Raul Julia. It's a huge challenge.
No one can fill those shoes. Those shoes are too big. But I mean, the chick playing Chun-Li, I'm not feeling it. I don't think she's hot enough. Her thighs are not big enough. What's her name? I think the other chick, the chick from the original Street Fighter movie, is hotter. Right?
Ming Na Wen. Yeah, she has the physique.
And she still got it. She still got like a fucking... And even the chick that's playing Cammy, I think Kylie Minogue was better. It was a better look.
That was, yep. Kylie Minogue was Cammy. It was perfect casting.
I don't know about the fucking Andrew Schultz. That guy sucks, but he's playing Dan. I love fucking Dan.
Yeah, Dan with the mustache.
Fucking Joe's gonna be in the movie. The guy playing Zangief was good. Though I think they should have got the dude that plays the Mountain. He would have probably been better.
Yeah.
And then they
Dalton
had
looked all right.
Yeah, the dude playing fucking M. Bison. I don't know how I feel about that because on the one hand, that guy's funny and stuff. He could probably ham it up.
His face looks similar, like looks sculpted, right?
Yeah,
but he doesn't have the physique. He doesn't have the presence.
Yeah. The fucking the throwaway on when they show Ken beating up that dude right here. Hold on, that's fucking El Fuego. That's what I'm saying. Like this kind of thing, or just like boom, just a dude in the fucking like yeah, we know that's a Street Fighter guy, but like he gets beat up real quick.
You win.
I think that's how the movie should be. But I mean, there's no way 50 Cent and all these people are gonna fucking just be cameos, right?
I think it's going to be a series of matches. So right here, you see his eyes turning white. I hope they become permanently white at some point.
They're like this, like fucking Akuma being in the movie. I think is too much.
See, Akuma is on point, but he shouldn't be in this movie.
He should be at the end of the movie. It should be like we defeated Bison.
Yeah.
And then like Akuma shows up. And you're like, who's that? He killed our master. Then the movie ends. And you're like, oh shit, you gotta watch the next movie, right? He should be the fucking like the hook for the next movie.
That was some abracadabra shit.
Oh, what's going on?
Like what the hell was that movie that Bison was
What's
doing?
going on?
That right there. Oh, what the fuck? Like, he's got the suit and everything's on point, but man, and he's got the dolls in the background.
The dolls, yeah. I have a feeling his eyes are going to turn white, and then he'll look like Bison more.
You ever see the movie The Quest? Have you ever seen that?
The Quest. Who acted in it?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Van Damme, yes. I watched that.
That's basically like the way The Quest is how Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat should be, right? Like you focus on one character, then they go to the tournament, and then there's just like a bunch of shit's happening. Like you see other people fighting, but they're not really important, right? You guys see Assassin's Fist, or as my weeb ass calls it, Ansatsuken? No.
That fan movie was perfect. Holy shit. You want to watch a decent fan movie for Street Fighter, you watch that.
Will there be a DSP reference? He's the fourth greatest Street Fighter player ever. Like Blanca looks good.
Oh, Blanca's on point. And they're going with the previous movies iteration of Blanca, where he's a monster, a mutant. He's not just some guy.
He wasn't just some guy. In the other one, it was Charlie that got turned into Blanca.
Oh, that pissed people off, actually, yeah. I mean, the idea was nice, he's like Hulk and shit. But
no, but like the idea made sense on paper because Charlie was referenced. Remember, when the movie came out, there was no Alpha series yet, right?
Yeah.
And then Charlie was just referenced as the guy who was Guile's buddy from the army. He disappeared fighting Bison. So could you imagine, like, they could have went with that story that, like, he went up against Bison, Bison beat him, captured him, then experimented on him, and turned him into Blanca.
They sort of did that in Street Fighter V, where he becomes like a Frankenstein monster instead.
Yeah.
So they kind of stole that plot point. I think they were actually... It was in their mind, but they didn't go with it, That's
what I'm saying. Like, it could have worked. It just... I think the execution of how he looked at the end of that was just bad. She's like, man, she hasn't got enough cake. And even this, she's right when she says they're talking about your thighs. She doesn't got those big fucking legs. Who's this? Is this fucking Julie?
This is Julie. Yeah.
Julie?
I don't see what the big deal is. Bitch, please!
Our tights should have been brighter. Then it would have worked.
Tell me fucking Dan is not actually going to fight. He's just going to be like in the background. I hate Andrew Schraub. I hate that guy.
I mean, we saw... see here. Oh, no, wait.
No,
Zangief also suplexed Dan in another scene.
Yeah, but that might have just been like at the club.
At the club, yeah.
Because it doesn't look like a street fighting match. I didn't see Sagat. Is Sagat in the movie?
Still no reference to Sagat.
That's weird. There's gonna be no fucking Sagat.
If he shows up in an after credit scene, I'll be fine with that. You know.
I mean, that could be because there's no Sagat, and I guess there would be no
like let Ryu fight Akuma first, and then Sagat. Sagat, the bigger rival. See, because Akuma has actual history with Ryu.
Maybe they're going to be like a flashback.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're saving it. Maybe they're saving Sagat for like a flashback scene, and then, like you said, he's going to show up for the teaser of the next movie, right? All right.
Abracadabra shit.
So I'm more excited for Street Fighter than I am for Mortal Kombat.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
Go it, Ryu!
Perfect.
All right.
Good shit.
We'll come back to YouTube to look some trailers, but first, TJ, you disappeared for a minute. But how's your day been?
Oh, I was doing all right. I was actually playing this. This is a hidden gem. Okay, so get ready. I don't think a lot of people heard of this game. It's actually on Steam too. It's quite abandonware. I don't think nobody's talking about it though. Armed and Dangerous. Okay, look for that game. It's the same people who made the MDK, Giant Citizen Kabuto. Like, it has the same weird British humor on some Monty Python shit. A lot of the scenes in that game made me crack up.
It's an old Xbox game, right?
Yeah. There's a mole man in that game, and he sounds exactly like Finbar Saunders. There's one scene where there's this tiny little robot guy. He's a mix between R2D2 and C3PO. Okay, and he speaks with a Jewish accent. And his gimmick is that he can do Jedi mind tricks, and they actually call it that. So he pulls up to a bunch of Nazi soldiers. They're not really Nazi soldiers. They're like they act like them. Okay, but they don't call them that. But anyway, he's like trying to figure out how to hypnotize them and shit. He's like, I'm running out of ideas. You're all French now. And then they become French and then they run away. Great shit. Lots of jokes. Like, if I'm going to recall all the gags, I'll be here all day. Just play that. Very, very underrated.
What's up, Liam? He says, "Hey, did I miss anything?" We went over the Mortal Kombat trailer and the Street Fighter trailer, and that's pretty much it. Just been hanging out. All right, TJ. How do you feel about this?
Oh.
Nintendo sued. God damn it. Website fucked up my whole. Nintendo sued by players who say they should get any tariff refunds received by the U.S. government. Nintendo raised the price of some Switch 2 accessories due to Trump's widespread tariffs. So the argument here is Nintendo raised the price of some of their accessories, citing the tariffs. They said, hey, we're getting charged extra by these tariffs, so it's going to cost us more money to send these accessories overseas. So it's going to cost you extra money, right? And then the U.S. government was sued about the tariffs being illegal, right? That they weren't allowed to do it. Eventually, that went through, and tariffs were reversed, and stuff was, all sort of political shit happened. And so refunds were being issued, right, for people who, companies that were charged these tariffs, right? And so now some players are going, well, if the government of the U.S. gave you money back for these tariffs, and you were charging us extra money based on these tariffs, shouldn't we get that money back? And I see the logic in it, but also that's not how the world works, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Because, I mean, companies can raise prices. They can charge you whatever they want. It's up to you to pay them, right? And whether they have an excuse or not, whether they say, hey, we're doing this because of tariffs, we're doing this because of this, that, or the other, it doesn't really matter, right?
Vote with your wallet. Wallet's closed. Too late
Also,
for them.
Ray's over here trying to call me.
Oh. In the middle of the show.
In the middle of the show. So yeah, you know, I get the frustration, but I don't think this is going to hold any water. Let's read. It says Nintendo has been sued by 2 players in the U.S. who say the company stands to unjustly profit from any tariff refunds it receives from the U.S. government. In April 2025, after delaying Switch 2 pre-orders because of U.S. economic uncertainty, Nintendo announced the Switch 2 accessories would see a price increase in the U.S., quote, due to changes in market conditions, unquote. While the hardware itself didn't get a price increase, the Switch 2 Pro controller, Joy-Con 2 controllers, charging grip, wheel set, camera, dock set, carrying case, and AC adapter all saw prices rise by $5 to $10. Then in August 2025, Nintendo increased the price of the original Switch hardware in the U.S., with the Switch Lite becoming $30 more expensive, the Switch becoming $40 more expensive, and the Switch OLED becoming $50 more expensive. I'm so glad I got my my paperweight here, my original Animal Crossing Switch paperweight. It's sitting right here, TJ. It's sitting next to my TV, my paperweight. My Switch paperweight is sitting next to my TV. And you know what's sitting right next to that? My Steam Deck paperweight. Because I don't use the Switch or the fucking Steam Deck. I have 2 video game systems that I never use. I don't know what you guys convinced me to buy it. You guys in the chat were all like, you got to buy the fucking Steam Deck, Tony. It's fucking great. Another attempt on Trump's life at press dinner tonight. Ooh, but he's okay.
What?
That's crazy. You get nothing. You get higher MSRP. That's it.
Crazy night. Yeah, very, very insane shit going on.
Tax the console peasantry even more. Saggy says, so you guys know, she says, let it be known that if I get kidnapped or killed on my walk from home from work, Tony sent me the voicemail.
Oh, shit.
She probably sent me she always sends like a goofy ass voicemail after, like, if I don't answer, she'll be like, oh my God, Tony, I'm dying. They're killing me. I'm like, shut up, Saggy. You're not dying. Stop trying to aggravate me. Ray's pulling a veto? Yeah, exactly. Don't let her hear me say that. Nintendo price changes were widely attributed to U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to impose sweeping tariffs on numerous countries and later pause some of them, except for a sizable tariff on China, where tech products are often manufactured. After the U.S. Supreme Court found that Trump didn't have the power to invoke the tariffs, last month Nintendo, as well as more than 1,000 other companies, sued the U.S. government for refunds what it considers illegal implementation of the tariffs. Okay, so first off, thank you, Democrats, for being retarded. Okay, so we got a bunch of money. The U.S. got a bunch of money from tariffs, right? And instead of going, hey, let's figure out a way to stop them from going further, instead we're gonna like claim that they were never legal to begin with, sue the U.S. government. Right? So they sue the government, say, hey, this wasn't legal. And then the Supreme Court goes, yeah, okay, apparently Trump couldn't make these tariffs. You're right. Right? Which now opens the door for foreign companies to sue the U.S., get their money back, and probably a little extra. I'm sure that there's going to be like extra damages tacked on, right? For the trouble.
Oh.
So because the Democrats hate Trump so much, they've now cost the U.S. government a bunch of money.
Self-sabotage. Holy shit.
It's crazy. PC Master Race, says Jay Wu. Never. Well, that's called consequences for us being dumb.
Shit.
It says, as a result of this, 2 players. I love how they say players like they're just like 2 random. Like if this is some game, it's like 2 players in this game called Life. Gregory Hovert from California and Prashant Sharan from Washington are suing Nintendo, claiming any money recouped from tariff refunds should go to customers. As reported by GameFile, Hovert and Sharan are arguing that because the tariffs led to an increase in the price of Nintendo hardware and accessories, if Nintendo gets refunds on these tariffs, it will essentially have made extra money from consumers. Unless restrained by this court, Nintendo stands to recover the same tariff payment twice, once from consumers through higher prices and again from the federal government through tariff refunds, including interest paid by the government on those funds, the lawsuit claims. Now, this is 100% true, but you're not going to get any money because that's not how life works, right? Because they'll just go like, oh, well, you didn't have to. You know what's stupid, TJ? Now that I'm saying this, right? I'm saying this out loud. The government, the court will say you did not have to buy Nintendo products, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why they'll not give them the money back. But no one's going to tell Nintendo, like, well, you didn't have to, like, send products to the U.S. You could have just not sold them, right? They're like, no, that's our business. The suit quotes Nintendo CEO Shuntaro Furukawa, who confirmed to investors in May 2025 that tariffs would have a direct impact on the price of its products. Our basic policy is that for any country or region, if tariffs are imposed, we recognize them as part of the cost and incorporate them into the price. Furukawa is quoted saying. So, yeah, I don't think that this is going to go anywhere. What do you think, TJ?
No, it's not going anywhere. Yep. People suing Nintendo, good luck with that.
I mean, because you would have to sue Nintendo, which is a foreign company, right?
It's all the way in
Pinbar
Japan.
loves me more than Tony confirmed. No, maybe. If you were a skinny white girl, Ray, I would have answered that phone like that. I would have been like, TJ, take over the show. I got a phone call.
Or a redhead with big tits.
Yes. If there was a redhead with big tits that was calling me right now, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, TJ. I'd be like, nope, gone. If the world worked that way, then Nintendo should be allowed to sue its customers if they lost money due to fluctuating exchange rates.
Yeah.
I got home safe, by the way. I know you did. I'm glad. I had faith in you, Ray. I had faith. I thought you were calling me about something else, Ray, about things that happened earlier, and that's not what we do on this show. All right. Shuhei Yoshida sees gaming future as indie, not generic AAA games.
I agree.
The industry legend spoke with GameSpot about his life since leaving PlayStation, his work with the Orbitals team, and how the future of gaming is indie. So if you don't remember, PlayStation icon Shuhei Yoshida, he was in charge of PlayStation Indies at one point. I think he was the president of PlayStation prior to that.
Right.
So it says PlayStation icon Shuhei Yoshida estimates that each year he plays at least 250 games, if not more. Damn, that's a lot. Like, man, I want that free time. 250 games? Is he only playing them for like an hour each? Because that's like almost a game a day, right?
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. But maybe the games are short. That's what I'm doing at least. I'm just playing old games, where you can finish them like, I don't know, let's say.
Yeah, but even playing old games,
max.
Like how let's say a game takes 10 hours to complete, right?
Yeah.
So if either you're playing 10-hour games every day, the whole way through beating it, or you're spacing that out to 2 or 3 sessions, so that's like, how do you get this? Still, there's way too many games, 250 games.
Oh yeah,
he must be just playing them for like an hour, sampling a game, and then they're like, okay, that's it.
Right.
Yeah. If the future is indie, then Yoshida won't need a console. Maybe. White people who ruin PlayStation. says, if not more. For him, it's a bit of double-edged sword. According to Yoshida, the best part about playing that many games is that he gets to see a slew of different titles evolve over the course of their development. The downside, however, is that playing that many games in a year means very few of them can be AAA games. I no longer play AAA games because they take too much time, he says. One of the last AAA games Yoshida played was Ghost of Yotai, spurred by his previous involvement with Ghost of Tsushima, but he wasn't able to finish it. He's since moved on to Neo 3 after loving the previous 2 installments, but it's simply hard to find the time. Well, yeah, he's playing 250 indie games.
There it is. Yep. I had the same dilemma. Because also like the AAA games, they're 30 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes max. I'm like, fuck that. I'm just going to look for old games that I never played before.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, so first off, I get what you're saying, but a 100 gigabyte game could have less actual game to it than a 1 gigabyte game, depending on what the genres are, right? Like a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, like a Call of Duty or like a Russell, was it WWE 2K 56, fucking 2026, right? That's gonna have less game than say like Suikoden 1, which is probably way smaller because it's an older game. The file size is going to be clearly much smaller, right? For older
Vampire Survivor.
Chrono Trigger probably has more fucking actual game than like Call of Duty. Because again, like the graphics are what's really driving some of the memory and stuff in the game, right? Yoshida tests the games. Yeah. Yoshida is the reason why a lot of PlayStation games get reworked, like Uncharted 1. Ghost of Tsushima was the game Smash knew all about. Ghost of Yotai too. He's a really big fan of that whole series. Says, though he makes the occasional time-consuming exceptions for AAA titles, Yoshida is a strong believer in the indie game superiority because of the firm creator resolve. You can feel the game's developers' vision in indie games because indie game developers don't have to ask for approvals, Yoshida says. I used to work at a large company at PlayStation, and even though we are allowed to have the developer and studio propose what games to make, there are many people involved. Yeah, this is what we've been arguing about for I think at least the last 2 years, right, TJ? We've been saying how like smaller indie games, they have vision, right? They take risks.
Yes.
It's not about like a corporate mandate. It's not games by committee, right?
Chasing trends,
They're not worried about, what do people want. There's no, what the hell is it? What's that word I'm looking for? Where they get people together to test products?
Focus testing.
Focus groups, right? There's no like focus groups. It's just like, hey, I think it would be cool if you played like as a cat who like blew up buildings with dynamite. You're like, okay, make that game, Cat Dynamite game, right? So I think that's why like indie games, just like indie comics, it's just about like what vision do you have, and then the person trying to make that vision come to life, right, as best they can.
It's a lot of heart in them too, even if they're jank. Like you accept the jank because you can tell you can see the vision. It's like what Perp says, the intent. You can feel the intent is there.
Says it's really hard to tell who is the creator of a AAA game. Yoshida continues. Maybe Kojima-san is an exception, or maybe Miyazaki-san. But you can tell it's their visions when you play their games. But most other AAA games are a group vision. It's not one person's vision. A large budget also means that it's a necessity that the games is liked by a large number of people, which comes at the expense of individuality. We make the game, polish the game, but it becomes a bit more generic. Publishers tend to go safe. When they pick the genre or subject, the marketing team say, well, this never worked. There's only a small audience. Yeah. Again, back to what we were saying, right? The vision, just taking the risk. If a game's only costs $10,000 to make, they're not looking to sell millions of copies to recoup loss. They don't have big budgets and big fucking offices and hundreds of employees, right? Yoshida believes that indie developers, on the other hand, just want to bring their vision to life. Man, why is it always that these people that are really important, TJ, say the exact same thing as me, but I don't get interviewed. Are you crazy?
Am I taking crazy pills? What's going on here?
I mean, whether it's comic books, movies, TV shows, video games, like I'll say a lot of things and people will give me pushback and they'll be like, no, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. And then someone else will come, like oh, look, it's fucking Shuhei Yoshida. And he says the same thing. And everyone goes, yeah, of course, this guy knows what he's talking about. This is the truth. Happens way too often. I'm the fucking canary in the coal mine, people, okay? Says they're very excited about this certain subject, even though no one seems to be interested in the subject at the time. But after 3 years, that might become the latest and most exciting thing. In this way, Yoshida believes indie developers can lead the entire industry. The AAA studios are big fans of many of these game designers and look at the indie games for inspiration. And so the indie games play a really important role for the whole industry to keep innovating. During his time at PlayStation, Yoshida encountered many instances of playing it safe, interfering with what he viewed as creative potential. One instance in particular sticks out to him: the rhythm games Frequency and Amplitude, which were produced by Harmonix, the developer that would eventually go on to create the Guitar Hero franchise. Quote, I was in love with that game. The core gameplay was there already, but the game felt a bit artificial looking and didn't sell well. But I felt there's something in there, and I wanted to continue work with Harmonix. Our business marketing side allowed us to do Amplitude after Frequency, even though Frequency didn't sell. But after Amplitude didn't sell again, I was not allowed to continue on that path. And after a couple of projects, Harmonix hit a home run with Guitar Hero. The past, present, and future of gaming. Since Yoshida first joined Sony in 1986, the gaming industry has seen a number of sizable shifts, the biggest of which, in his opinion, has become availability of digital distribution, particularly for indie developers. Before that, there's only packaged goods, whether it's disc-based product or cartridge-based product, and typically requires a publisher with some cash available to be able to publish a game. With the rise of online access to games through storefronts like Steam and PlayStation Network, any developer can also be a publisher. This democratization of game development and publishing has the biggest impact on the video game industry, I think, says Yoshida. He's right, because, I mean, way back in the gap, it was a lot harder for small indie games, indie studios, to even try to publish, especially when you're talking back in 86 when Nintendo was pretty much dominating everything, right?
Oh,
yeah. The fucking dev kits were so expensive. So even just trying to develop for those things, right?
This was only during the PlayStation 2 era where, you had people left and right making games. I mean, you saw like a wild collection of them, even if a lot of them are trash,
Samba Gogo says it's like the guy has grown a pair since leaving Sony.
Yeah. Always, yeah.
I mean, whenever you work for a company, it's really hard to like criticize that company without being fired, right? So
NDAs,
yeah.
Actual NDAs.
All right, we're not going to read this whole thing because, man, this just goes off. But if you want to check out what else Yoshida says, go ahead over to
All we can say is vindication.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat because, man, it's a long read. Go ahead and check it out at your leisure. Because speaking of indie games, TJ, I have a slew of not AAA games that I want to show off. We were supposed to show these off. We forgot we're so focused on other things that we keep forgetting what we're doing here, right? Keep getting lost in the sauce. So usually I try to get games that have just come out or the trailers are just out within a week, but these are going to be a little bit older, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks older, but they look good. So this is Kijitsu Rider.
Ooh.
Just from the name, I'm pretty sure you could tell what it's going to be about.
They rider, but they scarf. I'm already intrigued. There it is. The art style is on point too. Like comic booky. Look at this shit.
So it looks like almost a fighter with you're stuck in a zone. It's not open world, right?
Yeah, you're in an arena.
Arena, that's the word I was looking for. An arena. An arena beat 'em up. I mean, it has potential. It looks fun.
See, like word bubbles and onomatopoeia showing up.
I mean, we need more games like this. What the hell is the game I'm thinking of? Dynasty Warriors. We need more Dynasty Warriors like games. And like fucking Power Rangers and fucking all that, like Super Sentai. Why isn't there more like Dynasty Warriors Super Sentai games? A fucking Power Ranger Warriors game would be so awesome. You have like the putties are there, like all the like generic soldiers are there already for you to have like endless waves of guys to fight. Fire up your dusty Steam Deck, Tony.
Boy out there slacking.
Dude, I played so much of that. When they have Gundam Warriors, I played that for fucking
Gundam
hours.
Warriors is excellent. Fist of the North Star too.
All right, this is Death by Scrolling.
Oh shit!
Meet Skylar. She is stuck in purgatory, and you help her escape.
Doom scrolling.
No, as you see, the bottom of the screen is burning, so you can't go back. They had one like this where you would go sideways, and like there's no going back. So this is like going vertically.
I think they're making a remake of the first Dynasty Warriors game, which is crazy. Like,
aren't there like 15 Dynasty? No, there was 9, and then they did Dynasty Warriors Origin. Unless you count like I don't even call them spin-offs because expansions, because it'd be like Dynasty Warriors 7, and they'd be like Dynasty Warriors 7 Tactics, and like Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires, right?
Empires,
like,
yeah.
Extreme Legends Dynasty Warriors 7. So like there's probably like a good 30 games if you count all the like spin-offs of just Dynasty Warriors. And then you got the Samurai Warriors series, and they do the same thing. And then they had a sub-series, which was the what the hell is his name? The main guy. So the Sonata family.
Yes.
Yeah, they had like their own.
The Sonata spin-off, yep.
And then they had the Dynasty, wasn't Dynasty, Warriors Orochi, which included Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors plus new characters. There's like 5 of those. And then the Warriors All-Stars. And then like the other Warriors, like you said, like those Gundam Warriors, and there's like a couple other ones. And then like Hyrule Warriors. So like the Warriors series there's probably like 45 games at this point.
All-Stars was disappointing.
It was.
They were better off just making Warriors Orochi.
Orochi 4 is really good. I was disappointed with the lack of like, because they had like Thor and them in there, right? Loki and like some of the gods from Norse mythology, but I was like, it was kind of lacking.
Yeah, they were like twist villains, right?
Yeah.
All you get is like 2 of them, and then the rest are like Greek gods.
Because I mean, there's so many fucking gods that they could have put in the game. I'm like, oh man, like the potential was there, and like it sounded really good on paper. And then it was like you said, it was like, oh, there's like 4 that you could play. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, you gotta scroll through the screen. Fighting monsters, fine, fight, don't panic.
Oh, some roguelike elements too.
And build your escape plan. Hope it works. There's different characters, different fucking zones. 6 unique characters, all questionably qualified. Like, I like these. These are like time wasters. They're fun. Roguelikes. 15, 20 minutes. You can play a whole fucking round. The scrolling never stops. That's what I liked about like Vampire Survivors and stuff.
Vampire Survivor, yep, that's what came to my mind. It reminds me a lot of that.
Death by Scrolling, out on the 14th of April. So that's already out. The Lift.
Oh shit.
Samagogo says those Dynasty Warriors games ran like crap on Nintendo Wii U and Switch. Yeah, because there's so many characters on the screen at once, and the Switch.
None of those systems are able to handle that. There's no way. Okay.
You're here to fix it.
That's some Bioshock shit.
From small repairs to massive projects.
Pretty neat, huh? Top tier technology.
See, just a guy, just a repairman. It's a simple little fun puzzle repair game. All right. Temtem Pioneers. I don't know if you've heard of Temtem, but Temtem is like a knockoff Pokemon.
I can tell from the art style. Straight away.
I mean, there really needs to be more Pokemon fucking competition.
You would think Pokemon would come up with these, right?
Well, I think it's now they're doing the whole open world Pokemon knockoff.
Oh shit! You get to play as the Pokemon. Oh shit! I have to tell my friend about this now.
Yeah, so it's they went from being Pokemon knockoff to now they're knocking off the
Pal World.
Yeah, Pal World. Could you imagine that Pokemon went from being the premier monster catching thing to like what everyone would knock off to like now one of your knockoffs is being knocked off, right?
Consider this a knockoff to your knockoff.
Yokai Watch was meant to be a Pokemon competitor, remember that? Yeah. But the series was why people didn't really like it. It kind of was weird. What's Pokemon left to do? Poketuning? No, I mean, Pokemon's basic formula works. You just need more innovative Pokemon, simpler. They're going too far and too big and too complicated. They're like overcomplicating Pokemon. Now on Kickstarter, Temtem Pioneers. All right, Castlevania: Belmont's Curse. Not exactly an indie game, but back to the old school 2D fucking Castlevania style.
Hello, I'm Matt from Evil Empire, the studio behind Castlevania: Belmont's Curse. We first worked on this beloved franchise with Return to Castlevania DLC for Dead Cells. Since then, we've moved away from our roguelike roots and have been busy building a brand new 2D action-adventure game.
And I'm speaking for Taniguchi-san from Konami. My team worked on the Castlevania collections, as well as collabs with external studios. Evil Empire's tribute turned out so good, we really couldn't miss the chance to work with them again.
Together, we're continuing our collaboration for the 40th anniversary of the franchise. Being a French team, we were arrogant enough to set the game in France. Except for me, of course,
You're arrogant
being a
enough.
humble Englishman. Now, let me set the scene. The year is 1499, and Paris has been invaded by Dracula's forces. As a Belmont, you will hunt down monsters across the city, scaling the sacred spires of Notre Dame, descending into the skull-lined catacombs, and dueling corrupted legends.
It's Joan of Arc, not the one from the comic book we were talking about the other day, but the actual Joan of Arc.
Like Joan of Arc. Only berets and baguettes are missing, but I think you've had enough of that already. And what will become of Paris when Dracula's castle finally emerges? Well, you'll have to wait a little longer to find out.
Castlevania.
So Konami is so bad at making games that another team was basically like, look, we're making a Castlevania game. Can you just let us?
Pretty much, yeah.
They
haven't revealed who this is, Finbar, but this seems to be like either a descendant or a daughter of Sophia. I'm not sure, because in the other trailer, there's a letter going to Sophia, but I'm not.
I mean, if it's during Joan of Arc's time, it's got to be after Castlevania 2.
Yeah.
The timeline's all messed up. But also, you can see she's got the whip.
Yep. The vampire killer is like draining her in real time. See? Christian game, bud.
It's at Notre Dame. Of course it's Christian. All right, this is Solar Punk. This is one of my kind of games. Yeah, it's simple. You need more fucking cozy games.
Oh, airships.
Yeah, it's basically like they're floating islands where you could build like your house and stuff on. You get solar panels. It's all environmentally friendly, TJ. Solar punk. So like steampunk, but with solar power instead of steam. John Porton says, nope, this game is just plain gay. That's a game for girls, gays, and seemingly Tony. Fuck you guys. All right, so this, I've played the original Graveyard Keeper, which is, it's like Stardew Valley, but instead of farming, you're a graveyard keeper, digging up dead bodies and stuff, right? Here's the problem. And I was really hesitant to highlight this game because the first game, there's no end. It's like the game just sort of fucks off, right? Like there's this like huge buildup to like the end of the game and like the story, and then it just kind of like ends.
Oh yeah, like Metal Gear 5.
Plan. Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's weird that there's like a sequel now coming out. And like I said, the basic gameplay loop was fun. And I like the great work they did.
Wake up.
In the original Graveyard Keeper, it's almost an isekai because like you wake up, like you get hit by a truck and you wake up and you're in this like world where like you're the new Graveyard Keeper. Figure out what's going on.
Keeper, don't make me bite you. Yes, I may be a skull, but I bet we'll become best friends.
And you do all the normal stuff, fishing.
For you, comrade? What are you looking at? Grab him.
Then eventually, like, you get to learn skills. So, like, when you do the autopsy, you could, like, cut out different parts of the body and then use them for stuff. How you bury the bodies and decorate the graveyard determines what level you're like. You know, you got, like, farm levels in other games. So, like, you have graveyard levels. Yeah. So, like, the church comes by and, like, hey, your graveyard sucks. We're going to fucking fire you.
We dig.
Sard!
I'm guessing this one has zombies, too.
Oh, shit. Yeah, see, I like when they have this formula, but mix it up a little bit. Add other gameplay elements.
Like I said, the original one was really fun. It just had like the end, which is like it just stopped.
PlayStation.
Windrose. We like pirates around here, don't we?
Oh, this is exciting.
strife, where women undergo. We don't give a damn when the game is done. How hard the
Yeah,
winds
the sea shanty. If they're theme songs.
Yeah, fighting monsters, pirating,
Get your musket.
different ship designs.
How soft the breeze of the tropical seas. Now the ice is far astern. And the native maids in the island glades are waiting our return. Even down our big black eyes look out from the sun fine day to see. Our baggy sails running for the gales, running down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic.
What's this?
Down to old Maui.
Windrow Pirates. Early access. And it's already out. All right, this was the one TJ wanted to watch the other day. I think Finbar is really excited about this too, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the trap, mouse.
What a crappy Some falls don't begin in the sky.
So we plant a few bombs, watch the canisters go boom.
Mine started a few weeks back. The sky was just the exit wound.
Hey, watch.
Welcome to public transit, bub.
It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case.
What you need is a big one.
Someone was complaining, saying that this game isn't really a noir game. It looks pretty noir to me, TJ.
I mean, it has the same elements. You know, you're a private investigator, right?
He's not a detective, though, so it's not a detective video game. What it is.
It starts off that way, but then it descends into something completely different.
I mean, that's how a lot of noir novels and stuff are. Like, he's a detective who goes on a case, and then it turns into this huge adventure.
Roger Rabbit, you know, that was the formula.
But I won't die, right? What? Something within me. I don't know, old instinct, baby, said turn back.
I mean, then it's a cartoon, so you get the slapstick elements to it too, right?
Solid evidence, and we'll get to the bottom
Forget
of
the
this
Doom
in
sequel.
no
Play
time.
this shit.
Tammy, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Don't go count your mice just yet. They're coming. Just shut up and keep firing.
2 weeks ago. Who framed the Doomslayer?
This case was more trouble than it was worth. But, well, trouble is what I do.
It looks good. It looks fun. And I'm not really big on, like,
Okay.
Doom type games.
This must be some kind of foreign film.
PlayStation.
All right, this is Far, Far West. We need more pirate games and more fucking cowboy games. And again, another first-person shooter, which I'm not even a huge fan of that genre.
Oh shit, you do train heist.
One to four players, board shooters, fast-paced, spooky, bounty hunters.
I like the dual revolver animation.
Early access on the 28th of April. All right, this is Blood Gauntlet. The gimmick is that you're losing life as you go. Like your life is automatically depleting, and as you defeat enemies, you get blood to replenish your health. Destroy enemies, collect blood vials to stay alive.
Oh, it's Castlevania, but you're the vampire.
Well, not just that, but like your health is running out, so it's like you have to go fast. Like no lollygagging, no thinking, just fucking go. Don't slow down, or you'll die, or you just might bleed out. Look at that, Steam Deck compatible, so I can not play it on my Steam Deck.
This one looks fun.
Dragon Sword Awakening official Steam trailer. I like the look of this one. I'm a sucker for these like open world RPG type things.
The JRPG look, right? Look at this. How is there not another Panzer Dragoon?
There was. I think for a couple years ago they tried to reboot it or something.
Nope. Didn't happen.
I'm sure this is going to turn out to be just another fucking Genshin Impact. But
oh God, I hope not.
Like, man, if they made a Genshin Impact for like one player, not online, not fucking gacha, I'd buy it. I'd pay $60, $70 for that shit.
Okay, they're saying there's a Crimson Dragoon. I'll have to check that out.
I told you, I knew there's something that came out in the fucking Panzer Dragoon. Spoiler, they're all Genshin Impact.
Oh yeah, they're all the same universe.
Wishlist on Steam, July 2026.
Product not yet rated.
Kataria Fables 2. So I played the original
Far
Kataria
across
Fables.
the endless ocean lies the Arkadera Peninsula and the peaceful haven of Whitewall Town. While
Kataria
life here
Fables is
simple
basically
and
Stardew
ordinary,
Valley, but
the winds of change are stirring. And for two young heroes, a new adventure is about to begin.
Alice Style. Dusty Tucker. Look at that. So the first one was just a one-player game, so now they got a two-player. So again, it's just basically Stardew Valley, but with furries. And I'm all
Some
for it.
dungeon crawling involved.
Yeah, well, there's dungeon crawling, farming, world exploration, all the basics of the genre. The first one was like you were a cat, and so this one you're now playing as like a rabbit. Well, it looks like a mouse.
Yeah, I'm with Liam. At least this one is unique. You know, you're playing as,
Zelda with
anthropomorphs.
furries. Not for me, but the gameplay stuff I like, just not the style I like.
PlayStation.
All right, this one, Primal Repairs. TJ,
Oh.
how is this not a thing before? It is the Flintstones. You're the
Flintstones!
repairman in the Flintstones universe. That's all this game is. You're a repairman in the Flintstones universe. How is this not a thing before? How is the idea of like the Flintstones universe not a thing that hasn't been in a game yet? Yeah, turn the alarm off somehow.
I'm sold on this one. This looks badass.
Chairs are falling down. Hammer swings, I fix the town. Leaky roof with leaves and clay.
Right, these look simple, a simple little fucking game, but like it's in the Flintstones. Like this is Flintstones. Like you're playing Flintstones. And how has this not been a thing before?
I think the art style is
not licensed at all. Cleaning out Betty's pipes.
The art style is different enough for them to say, "Nah, this is really Flintstones."
Did you play Tunic, Tony? I have not. I have it. I actually own Tunic. I haven't got to it. It's in my backlog. Turok, the Flintstone Hunter.
See, they need to make a GTA Flintstones edition. That should be the next game.
Your dinosaur got hurt. So you got to pull his teeth out. You can mow the lawn. Look at that. You made a chair out of dinosaur bones. I want to believe that the Flintstones was real. That's how people really lived in the Stone Age. I believe it. Turn on the fountain.
Ooh, they even have the...
You're going to slide down his tail, just like fucking Fred. I'm sold. All right, that's all we got in the trailers. I think some of these look pretty good. I'm definitely Primal Repairs, Katari Fables 2, and Castlevania. I'm down for those. Fucking Death by Scrolling.
Temtem Pioneers. That's what I'll be playing next. Or, well, my friend will make me play it for sure.
Like I said, I was waiting. I've been waiting for Hades 2 for the longest because it was on Steam early access, but I was waiting for it to go to fucking PlayStation. And I'm fucking excited. And I've been playing it and loving it. All right. We only had one question. I forgot to put polls, man. I've been really slacking. But 3 days ago was the Ask Us Anything, and we'll go over that. Last week we had no show because something came up, and then no show on Sunday because I was busy. Of course, give Liam some love with his little animation that someone made for him. And of course, if you haven't, I suggest you go watch the stream that Mint did. It's very serious, not jokey. It is Mint addressing her abuse and what she went through living with Riley. But I asked, and only 70 of you answered, would you buy a Fabulous Frogman action figure? 26% said yes, TJ. 74% overwhelmingly said no, not yet. They're not ready for it.
Yeah. As we predicted, people need to know the character first. We've always said this about the Riververse.
Finbar's dream, not yet. Emergency booty call. Maybe. I don't kiss and tell. All right. Ask us anything. We got 7 questions. The CJH Entertainment asks, do you think Dave Filoni will save Star Wars and that Kathleen Kennedy was only doing Star Wars to get Indiana Jones or to use Lucasfilm to make other products besides Star Wars? Wow, that's kind of a loaded question. I don't think Dave Filoni will save Star Wars. No, I don't think he will.
He already made good Star Wars cartoons, and that's about it. Like, what are you going to expect him to do, right?
I think in order to save Star Wars, you gotta shelf Star Wars. Again, I talked about this before. Like Star Wars used
Give
to
the franchise a break.
Special.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like Star Wars came out and then next year Star Wars 2 came out, and then next year it was like it was all spaced out, right? Let me see. When did Empire come out? What was that, TJ? Empire Strikes Back came out in 1980, right? And that before that was 1970. So 3 years between Star Wars and fucking Empire, right? And then Return of the Jedi was 1983. So you had 6 years for those 3 films, right? We talked about this before.
Yeah.
But then you had Phantom Menace. That also had space. 3 years. You had Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. 3 years between each movie, right? Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Suddenly you went down to 2 years between each movie. And then that doesn't even count the other stuff that was pumping out at the time, right? You had your fucking Solo. You had fucking, the hell's the other one? Rogue One.
Rogue One, yep.
So in 2016 was Rogue One. So you had Force Awakens. Next year was Rogue One. Then The Last Jedi in 2017. And then in 2018, you had Solo. And then in 2019, you had Rise of Skywalker. So you had a Star Wars movie every single year starting from 2015.
They unironically looked at the MCU and said, yeah, let's do that. Terrible idea.
Yeah. And they're still doing it because they got Mandalorian and Grogu coming out in 2026 and then Star Wars Starfighter coming out in 2027. Nah, you gotta take a break. You gotta let people live with those movies. 3 years. It took 3 years between the original ones, right? Star Wars. 3 years later, fucking Empire. 3 years later, Return of the Jedi. Let people live in the world. Let people love it and enjoy it. Watch it, rewatch it. You know, hit it on home video. Hit it on fucking HBO, right?
How are the Star Wars video games better than the movies? I mean, they have a few trash video games, but I'm just saying, some of them, they were bangers.
I just think it needs room to breathe. Like too much, and you don't think about it, you don't appreciate it. You just like consume product, move on to next product. Right?
It doesn't feel unique. Yeah. Imagine if Blade Runner was like that. No one would feel, no one would give it such high regard anymore.
Yeah. Star Wars has oversaturated the market. You're right, Cosmic. Stray Beans disagrees. He says, to save Star Wars, you need to reboot. The heart of Star Wars was Luke and Darth and Han and Leia. It's the characters people had an investment in. I don't know. I don't think you could reboot Star Wars because it's everyone knows it. The originals are still there to watch. It's not like the originals failed. Like the originals hold up still. So like if you were going to reboot Star Wars, I would say a soft reboot. And reboot the new ones, right?
Well, they tried doing that with the Force Awakens, right? Like it's you could say it's like a spiritual successor.
Shadows of the Empire should be a movie. I mean, I had the comic book, video game, and even musical score. Yeah, but I think that when Disney bought Star Wars, they didn't buy the rights to the expanded universe, and they don't want to pay because they already paid for Star Wars. They don't want to now pay the writers of Shadows of the Empire, right? That's why they slowly were trying to like incorporate things and not like, license certain things and here and there. They try to do original characters. Yeah. It worked for Star Trek with Abrams. Did it though?
They were all right.
I mean, look at
where
Star
it really
Trek.
worked.
I mean, but what has come out in Star Trek since then? hold on, TJ. Like, so the movies, see, Star Trek is different, right? Because you have the TV show and then you have the movies, right? And the movies came from the TV shows, but they rebooted the movies, but that cast didn't make like a 23 episode series, right? So like Star Trek maybe theatrically is saved, but I think still like television wise, it's all trash, right? We're just complaining about the Star Trek, Star Trek Academy or whatever, Starfleet Academy. So, no, Disney doesn't own all of Star Wars. You're wrong, Straight Beans. You're wrong. The expanded universe stuff was never, George Lucas never owned that. He just allowed people to make books in the universe. That's why some of them were canonized and some of them were never canonized. So they don't own that. They own all the movies and all the stuff that George Lucas owned, but that's it. That's why like Mara Jade and stuff didn't come out. That's why they didn't do any of those sequels. Right? He goes, I mean, it worked as insofar as the new cast recaptured the spirit of the Star Trek characters. Yeah, but like I said, because Star Trek was a TV show, not really a movie, I think it's almost two different products. But also the newer Star Trek movie, everyone was disappointed because they're like, it's not Khan. Psych, it actually was Khan.
Yeah. That
and I think Kathleen Kennedy really likes Star Wars, but I think there was too much pressure from Disney to make, like you said, make Star Wars a yearly fucking thing. Right?
Huge mistake.
Just another guy says, who will be the 2026 NBA champs? Fuck if I know. I don't even know who's in fucking.
I don't pay attention to basketball either. I mean, everybody around me does, but I don't.
What are the standings? The Pistons. The Pistons will win because right now they're number one. So we'll just go with that. That sound good? Sounds good to me.
We'll go with that.
Detroit needs a win, so we'll give them that. Justin, the guy says, "Can you play the Katie laughing clip?" All right. Since it was requested in the Ask Us Anything, yes, we can.
Jarek from Mortal Kombat.
Cosmic Vader says, thank you for the feedback. I've only recently learned about the existence of Sergeant Rock, but I never read about him. The question for the panel is, should I do a fuse box and not read about it so my creativity won't be contaminated? Or, since I can't prove a negative, should I read about Sergeant Rock so I can know how to make the distinction with my character? P.S. TJ, I suggest that if you haven't already, check the music playlist. It helps to get the character's groove while working on him and illustrates aspects that weren't written in the dossier.
Oh, I'll have a look.
I would definitely check out Sergeant Rock. See what other people have done with their character so you can make yours distinct. Because if you don't, what's going to end up happening is you'll do something that is similar and then people will claim that you plagiarized it anyway, right? Even if you're like, oh, I never actually knew about Sergeant Rock or read any of those, right? So it's better to like read it, get familiar with it, see what people liked about Sergeant Rock, see what aspects of that sort of genre worked, and then see what people said about it negatively. Like, what did people not like? And then you can incorporate those things into your character and go, okay, well, people really didn't like when he veered off into more like sci-fi things. They wanted it more grounded, army comics. And then you could decide whether you want to do that or not, right? I think it'll definitely help you flesh out your character more and things like that. What do you think, TJ? What would you say?
Yeah, I agree. Like, look for other things too. See what that's the impression I took, because it's like the guy's a military guy, That's why Sergeant Rock came to my mind immediately. And then I could tell from the... I know you didn't see Sergeant Rock, but I could see the vibes there. Maybe a little bit of Hellboy too, right? When the Lobster Johnson.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
TJ Gojo says, what would you add to a list of insults you would give to yourself? Why would I want to insult myself,
So,
TJ?
here's the lore behind this question, because this was fascinating. Ric Flair is out there now complaining about Stevie Richards, making fun of him. So Stevie Richards made an entire video where he's like, here's a list of insults I could give you. So I figured we'd do the same thing. We have our own set of haters, and then we'll be like, yeah, here's a list of insults.
See, you want me to help them? Like, here's a list of things you can say about me, essentially.
Clever insults. You know, not the type of crap that they do. That's the thought process.
I can't even think. I mean, I'm too good. I'm too special. You can't insult me. I'm the chosen one. What would you say about yourself, TJ? You got to answer the question. You're on panel.
I'd say I laugh too much. That one is like right there. Oh, stop cackling. Fuck you.
The fucking cackling hyena, TJ.
The cackling. It's funny enough. What's his name? Paranoid Android. One of the tweets is like sharing a video of cackling hyenas, and they was like, "Oh, that's like me for real." And then Paranoid Android was like, "No, but I wasn't talking about you." It was like a moment of self-awareness hit me.
Stevie is used to humiliation. He got over as a heel in spite of Triple H and paid for it. Yeah. I think Stevie Richards could have been a good, solid mid-card intercon. Could you imagine if they gave him like the IC title while he was part of Right to Censor? Right. I'll get back to you on this one, TJ. Can't think of anything. All right. Cosmic says, if you had the chance and means, which video game franchise would you like to write a movie/show for? What would be the pitch or premise? That's interesting.
Oh, a video game.
So I'll let you go first, TJ.
MDK. That one.
What would be your pitch? What would be your premise for your show?
It has to be executed just like the video game. It has to be like an entire Monty Python with a little bit of, it kind of looks like MDK. He kind of looks like Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. I'd add those elements in there too. A bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, because it's him in outer space, and this crew kind of might as well look like the Guardians. That's how I would approach it, at least.
If I had the chance and means, I would either pick the Final Fight franchise or the Double Dragon, right? Either Final Fight or Double Dragon. And it would be a show about a city overrun with gangs. Imagine if you ever seen
all over.
If you've seen the Warriors, right? Imagine the Warriors, but a series like, you know how in the Warriors you had all those different gangs, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but instead of just like them running away from the gangs and the movie ends, it would be like the mayor, depending if it's Double Dragon, obviously it's two brothers. If it's Final Fight, then it'd be the mayor and Cody going out and like fighting the other gangs and cleaning the streets up, right? And then the results of that, almost like a gang of the week type thing, right, with an overarching bad guy, right? Like fucking Mr. X from the shadows. It's like this businessman in the city and the mayor going head to head, but then on the during the day they're going head to head politically, and then at night they're going head to head as he's like sending gangbangers to fight him, and he's like attacking the gang warehouses and stuff, right? I think that'd be an interesting little thing. I think you do something with that. Streets of Rage would be better. All three of those franchises are exactly the same.
They look the same. They're all like inspired by Fist of the North Star.
We call that a CW show, Tony. 30 episodes per season.
The 2003 Ninja Turtles kind of did that. Remember, like they started fighting the Purple Dragon, and then they moved on to the Foot Clan, right?
Yeah. So I mean, that'd be a pretty gangbangs at night, Tony. No.
Oh, shit.
Gangbangers. All right. Alexander Smith says, "What are your thoughts on modern mainstream wrestling?" My thoughts: boring, samey.
Oh yeah.
No one stands out. No one is memorable anymore.
Sanitized.
Right? Super sanitized. And that's what I would say for WWE. Because what is it? AEW, like they're doing crazy shit. Like they're also samey, they're also kind of boring, but then they do like, hey, we want to be extreme and throw a guy through a fucking plate glass window. And you're like, yeah, that's
everybody's bleeding for no reason. Yep. It's
that's
like
not it.
On some Madman Pondo shit, but they have a lot of budget. It's weird.
Yeah. You got to get back to gimmicks. You got to get back to like fun and silliness and not taking yourself serious and willing to let bad guys be fucking bad guys, right? Like it's so weird that like, oh, you can't insult the crowd. Oh, you can't insult the city you're in, or you can't say things. That's a little racist. That's a little sexist. That's a little misogynistic. It's like he's a bad guy. He's supposed to be those things. Any negative quality is what the bad guy's supposed to have. Right? Fucking ravishing Rick Rude calling the fans fat, lazy, and out of shape is because he was the bad guy. And then the good guy beats him up, like, oh, don't insult the fans. I'm here to protect them. And the good guy beats them up, right? Now it's like, you can't do that shit.
We've seen it with JCW. See, like, you actually get to see the gender dynamics. Like, the fight between Kerry Morton and Mickey Knuckles was excellent because of that shit. You can never see that in WWE.
Yeah. And no, we need the cowboy. Bill Watts knows the way he always has. Yeah, I mean, Bill Watts, I think, is one of the best bookers. He understood the psychology of wrestling. He understood how to make a bad guy, a good guy, a good guy, how to get the crowd invested in the storyline. I mean, he pioneered the wrestling sort of episodic TV feel, right? Like, that was all him. He doesn't get enough credit. Then they just, like, claimed he was racist and shit and just kind of ruined his life. Also, the thing he did with, like, his son Eric Watts, trying to get Eric Watts over, was like, oh, that's a huge mistake. Believable sports-based presentation. Yep, exactly. All right, guys. That's all we got. I would urge you to go check out, if you haven't done so already, Mint's, like I said, her stream. It's really good, really informative. It wasn't something that she wanted to do. It wasn't something that she was, waiting, to like ruin anyone's fucking lives or careers, right? But it was something that was brought up, and because it was brought up, she had to address it, right? So I'd say go head over there and check that out. And then tomorrow we'll be here to talk comic books and comic books accessories. So we look forward to seeing you again. Until then, love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.